Hello and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. And yeah, I'm sorry again for what happened last episode. I will make sure that it doesn't happen this time. And yeah, I already set some precautions for that. Oh, okay. This is apparently where we left off. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. And why can't we read it? Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Again, why can't we hear the poem? That is already not nice for me. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Okay. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I don't know, because she doesn't talk. I mean, you say she talks, but maybe that's just in your imagination, and I just realized that I probably should capture the mouse cursor. Like so. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Oh, okay. Sayori looks amazed. Yui has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example with the thing I really would have liked to hear the poem. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yui's fired up all of a sudden. Yui clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yui anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yui! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yui's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Which is commendable for a shy person. Very much so. As Yui gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yui gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. I just had to think about nun peace and fucking enunciate. Just check it out, it's a really good parody of One Piece. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yui keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yui snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. Oh, suddenly the confident one. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yui the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yui holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yui, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yui is down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Okay. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Vincent liked it. I guess that's a good thing. Sign? Whatever. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nice. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then, next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Vincent. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Vincent lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. It's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you are putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can't do this. I can't do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monika, why are you so obsessed with Monika? Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Vincent, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, we are asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. This is one of those questions. Sayori's great and all. Don't get me wrong about that. I don't even know if Sayori is on the same way, so it could be quite a waste. Because you first have to go in that direction, then in the other direction. And so far, Yui and the other ones don't really like my poem that much. And Katsuki? Was it Katsuki? God damn it, I'm so bad with names. And she does not very dislike everything I write. So, I don't know. I think I would still... it's pretty obvious. I go with what I would go with because I would have loved to have a long-time friend like Sayori. So, I would still walk home with Sayori. Unless it would be urgent and Yui needs protection and I know Sayori can... I don't know. I just go with her. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yui? She's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. Oh, good point. You're so silly, Vincent. You think about me too much sometimes. Yui would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. It's puberty? Well, they should be way past puberty at this point. I don't know. But I would want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Good point. Okay, let's write a poem! This time I'm prepared with a little bit of water. Okay, so what do we have? It is rather silly. To drown in your sadness? If you rather could choose happiness, and dream up something lovely, and even though everything feels unstable, I still need to embrace the hope to starve the emptiness and form my own existence, to dazzle the ones around me and embrace the beauty even when I sometimes feel alone. I still have anime. And still have anime. If something... Even if something feels unending, and you are disoriented in your life, put on your headphones and get some joy out of your music. Daydreaming is fine too, and you can live then a little bit more peaceful. Okay. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Oh god, wrong voice. I'm sorry. I know my poems don't rhyme, but as I was teaching in school, poems don't always have to rhyme. They just have to sound all wiggity diggity. I don't know. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you are all willing to help out for the festival too. Nah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, she's weirdly happy about it. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. And I really like how she's thinking about the festival. Delicious food, having some fun. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Aw, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Huh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. Wait, what? It's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Fourth wall breaking. Because if you would do the name Monika in kanji, it probably forms the word squid. At least the Monika, one of those syllables in kanji, will also mean squid in Japanese. I'm pretty sure of it. That's what this joke is about. And she's confused. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you are a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? I tell you, there's something very dark is going on inside her. Something very... I tried to wiggle my hand like that, but you can't see it because I did it under here, but I did it here, but I should do it here in any case. But something very dark is happening. I'm still waiting for the dark and disturbing thing to happen. That's the whole reason I started this game. I want to see what the scary shit will be about. Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities of reading books and manga. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Vincent, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much. She seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Vincent. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. That would be too easy. I suspected that it would be that problem that she realizes feelings she didn't have before and stuff like that, but it would be too easy. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Dense protagonist, everyone. The all-time favorite trope of all. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Vincent. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Being friends with a girl through the whole childhood, always spending time with her, caring about each other, having fun with each other, getting along very well, and then suddenly come of age and getting all the wiggity woo feelings that were not that oppressive when you were very young. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Vincent. If you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful, because that's just how she is when she's around you. Good point. Very, very good point. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But it's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. It's time for poem reading. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Monika! She talked with Sayori, and maybe she's talking me a little bit. She seems to have kind of a loose mouth. and wants to help. Not that that is a bad thing, but at least she's honest. Hi, Vincent. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poems. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I know, I'm really attracted to those persons, I guess. Even though I'm usually very down and sad, every time I start to record, I feel happier. Especially when people chime in, or even when virtual people chime in, that have such a cheerful atmosphere on their own. I mean, come on, I have Joshua, Jtalika, Dimitri, Game Soccer, all those people who try to cheer me up and encourage me and are just there and enjoy the same things I do most of the time. It's very heartwarming. But yeah, that's why the things I pick up are a mix of sad and happy things, because I always try to keep the hope alive of something more happening, of having someone near me in reality and not only in the realm of the whole worldwide internets. God damn it, I haven't mentioned all the names, but even if I haven't mentioned your name yet, that doesn't mean I'm not any less appreciate you. Like, I forgot to mention Tiamat, who was the first who left a comment on the series here, which I very appreciated, and that she liked that I actually tried to write a poem and not just picking the words to get the favorite girl and just pick the words like they come across. And stuff like that, for example. I'm surprised you are so in sync with her. And again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? Well, I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. God damn it, all the hiccups. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Vincent, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not! What, no? I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have been happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Okay, so, I mean, it's pretty blandly obvious what's happening, but at the same time, I still have this lingering feeling, not suited for children. This game can be very disturbing for children. You can, if you have a depression, you shouldn't play this game. But up until this point, after so many hours, this game still didn't got creepy at all and plays like every other visual novel. And I mean, it seems to have so far quite of the same quality as Katawa Shoujo, maybe? No, I can't say that yet because I haven't finished it yet. Katawa Shoujo, by the way, great let's play, one of my first visual novels. I stuttered a lot in that one, especially in the first episode. Don't let you get put off by it. It's really a great visual novel. And if you can't stand my voice, just read the novel on your own. It's free, for God's sake, and it's good. In any case. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she spreads in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. You have no idea how much I agree with what this says. Because ultimately in our life there is no meaning, there is no purpose. Sometimes we seek the impossible. But only those who don't lose themselves, who don't give up even though everything is desperate. You can procrastinate all you want. You can feel let down or set back, everything like that. But as long as you hold on a little glimmer of hope, no matter how little it is, this is the one force that can drive you through life. And life is short enough as it is, so you rather try seeking the impossible as not living at all, because there are a lot of interesting and a lot of interesting things to see, to enjoy, to have fun, to experience. Even though there are a lot of dark things, I admit. I mean, of course, who wouldn't admit that there are a lot of dark things and crises? But if you only focus on those, you just lose your will, your way, your hope. And as when that happens, well, then life is basically over. So yeah, even though there's no meaning or no real purpose, you have to forge and see and find your own purpose. And I kind of try to do that every day, with more or less success. And I just go on. I just do what I enjoy. I just do what I think is a good thing to do. I just try to live and be happy as good as I can, and hope that one day, one fateful day, this one person will find me. Even though I make it double as hard on myself for doing all those let's plays in English and not doing in my native language, that is German. If I would be a German let's player, maybe I would find this certain someone more easily. But I want to spread my words and thought as wide and far as possible. And if I restrict myself on a language that is spoken only in a certain region of the world, then I can't do that. And since for some reason English is the worldwide language, I really want to spread all this to as much people who want to listen and who want to be reached by that. So yeah, I hope you can find some enjoyment and some fun of what I'm doing here. I hope you find inspiration in those words, while I solely lack of finding them on my own. But in any case, let's read on. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Good point. Well, I'm contradicting myself, and she's contradicting what I'm saying, but that's what different opinions are about. I know opinions in the internet are forbidden, because you trigger people left and right with anything you say. Okay, you know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Of course, you can write about happy things. Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. But yeah, but she's right about one thing. She's right about the thing about, everyone in the club prefers writing about things are more sad than happy, but it's just the two sides of the same coin. If you don't know what sadness is, then you can't appreciate the happiness that you can feel. So if you don't know sadness, you don't know what happiness feels like. So your life would be very dull at some point. So if you are really, really down and then something happy happens, you suddenly get skyrocketed and get a rush out of it, like taking drugs, just with almost no side effects. At least no side effects on your body. I mean, drugs can have severe side effects on your body, while dopamine produced from your own body, I hope dopamine is the right word for it, is something that comes natural. Boy. So yeah. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Almost the same thing as with Let's Plays. If you put so much into them and you, like I currently do in this one, and you get no responses or only little responses, that, I mean, then it puts you off a little bit, but you still enjoyed the moment in creating that moment in the first place. But yeah, find other people who enjoy writing, sharing becomes a lot easier. That's true, very true. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? I wanna go with Natsuki, and then I go with Sayori.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, typical tsundere.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
What the hell do you call that a joke? It seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach.
Your mind is so full of trouble and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in the windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine.
Oh. Oh.
I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
That's basically the point. People say you can't expect other people to love you if you don't love yourself, but I interpreted in this that this beach is another person, a person you can rely on, you and even seems to kiss, and if you have someone to lean on that is very close to you, and most of the time not your parents, even though there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you shouldn't, whatever, forget about that. I mean, and here, on beach, your own escape, and you learn to love yourself again. If you receive love from outside of your, well, that's at least something I have to deal with. I'm searching for love outside of my family because, I don't know, it's not that I don't appreciate it, but I just don't feel fulfilled by it. But yeah, that's what I see out of this. That another person can make you feel in a way that you start to love yourself again. I really like this. This is great. I like the poems. This game, I like it.
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after you and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
I sometimes have the feeling she sounds like an old lady. Alright, Sayori, you up.
This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Vincent.
Thanks. She doesn't look as enthusiastic. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Yeah? Of course! Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want to nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright. The best response would be, the biggest smile you can get on my face is seeing you being happy. And then she would get all flustered.
Hey, Vincent. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would write in your poems like the way Yuri does. You would try writing poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end...
Yeah? I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait! Of course I do! But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. And because I just picked random things that just flew with me, writing actual poems, and it just so happened that they are aligned. I didn't want it to impress anyone. I just wanted to pick the ones that fit the sentences beforehand, and I just picked things that crossed my mind and let me make an easy sentence out of the words I picked. And it just so happens that it always resonates with Sayori. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Oh man. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? Oh no, she's crying!
No. Vincent, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori! I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. What would be so much easier? What's the problem with you? Sayori, probably never said this before. I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Vincent. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? It's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. Gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well, as much as this is only fiction, this is exactly how girls are. They just bottle up most of it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to express. I mean, guys are stubborn. They also don't express it immediate. I mean, well, they are basically the same. I don't know. I mean, alright then. Who should I show my poem? Well, there's only Yui left. Well done, Vincent. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone's enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Vincent? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yui thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yui, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I can get behind it. I'm sometimes like this myself. Or a lot of times. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yui. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach, of course. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundation until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I can't read, and I return to Earth forevermore. Huh. It's a little bit... I mean, it sounds about how something can chip away at you and make... It feels very negative. You either can get can get blown away by one massive punch, or negative things can chip you away at once. But in the end, you have to remember, you just returned to where you came from before. Oh, it has something to do with our death. You either die slowly or you can die in an instant, but you return to where you came from the earth. So there's comfort in that, and you can be rebuilt in a certain sense, because even if it chips away or sweeps you away in one go, you can still build everything up again. Kind of like in most survival games where you have to start from scratch at some point. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the difference in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Oh, and Sayoi's gone for today. Well, might as well go home as well. Okay, you three. Okay, you three. We all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Oh, something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. Yeah, because we're usually 4, and Sayoi is gone. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yui isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air's common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayoi isn't here. Oh, it seems you're right. Oh, Sayoi always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please, show some decency.
Ah, come on!
As she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well?
Good point! Fucking fantastic point!
So much for you being all lovey-dovey.
No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayoi. And second, he's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, good point. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yui, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Oh, I really would love for some cupcakes. Oh, but I have to do them myself. Ah, but cupcakes. Maybe I should do some cupcakes. And the reason I haven't ended the episode yet, for once, is there was no... I always say to myself, I only end episodes when there was a cinematic picture. That's my go-to thing. If there's no cinematic picture within 1 hour, I go until there is one. That's my modus operandi from out now when I play visual novels. I mean, visual novels are very long as they are, and I mean, I don't understand the people who play visual novels and only do short bursts like 30 minutes per day. Then you never get done with them. Well, you get done at some point, but it can get very tedious. And the cool thing about doing it longer, the ones who are really invested in it can give feedback and thoughts that go into the commentating later on down the line even. And that is something I appreciate about it. Well, at least when I get feedback. It's not always that I get a lot, but when I do, it's always going in the commentary one way or the other. Well, not always, but most of the time. I can't say always because it's obviously not always. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yui... Yui, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for you? I have the feeling... because I have to change the airflow, I'm getting those weird hiccups and all this air in my body that is not always good. I'm useless. No. Wait, what? Damn it. That's not it at all. Wait. You're the most talented person here, you know? You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. Guess I've never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. It may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yui, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Well, her handwriting is the hardest to read for me. Atmosphere? Atmosphere? I'm about that. I love atmosphere. Yui's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yui. But anyway, it just leaves you, Vincent. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yui have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. We probably got a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Oh, that's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Oh, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Vincent may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, maybe more suited to assisting with the decorations?
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Vincent to...
What are you saying? Why are they all into me? Come on, why can't this be the reality? Ah! That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Every visual novel, you feel like... This is the trap of every visual novel. You feel so needed and lovable. You could be a fat, sick fuck being all disgusting and have super dirty mind and mouth. And still you would feel like those girls would like you. Not that I want to insult any particular person, but I know there are extremely sick people out there. And I mean, come on. I'm talking about the really sick, obsessive people who have the tendencies to be stalkers and stuff like that. And to molesters and abusers and stuff like that. I'm talking specifically about those sick fucks. And some of them play stuff like that because they feel positive reinforcement from them, even though the main character is not even remotely responding like those people would. I bet everything I have. Well, I don't bet with. I shouldn't bet like that. But still, it's so mean. Those things always show you, oh, the nice guys get all the cute girls, which is not true. I have been, and still are, the nicest guy, and try to be as nice as possible as anyone. I'm just a little bit odd, though. I'm just a little bit shy and a little bit quiet, and that puts people, girls, and everyone off. But as soon as they get a connection to me and see that I can be fun and that respond mostly positive to a lot of things they are talking with me about, then they are really inclined to get along with me. I get in the last Cheese-Eye I met a dude who was really, really nice, and it was really interesting. He was also almost as messed up as me, and he also needs help like I do, like almost every person does. But we just get along. Most of the people who take the time just talking with me and find the right nerve. I mean, this is exactly the problem. I'm always saying getting along with me, hitting the right nerve with me and stuff like that, instead of me trying to hit the right nerve with them and stuff like that. But, then I contradict myself again with, but I'm too shy to find something out and I don't want to be so forceful and interjectful and stuff like that. But at the same time, I should be more forthcoming, and I really want to be more forthcoming. I really want to be so forthcoming as I am in my videos in real life. But I think I just can't bombard random people with my thoughts like that in real life. That could put them off even more. Let's just go on. It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Vincent to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said that?
No, I mean, you literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Vincent, you're okay with this, right? Oh, I'm absolutely okay with this. But that means I have to put up a save file. Man, I want to spend the weekend with Sayori, but she's not here because I was too strong coming on. By accident, no less. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Special option. Special option. There is a special option. There's a special option. There is the option. This is where my thoughts go. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monika said that Sayori was helping her.
Jeez. You really hate us that much?
No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Oh no, they're hating me now! No! But in that case, I help Monika too! Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Because it's right. I had my... I got to learn about her. But I know those stereotypes already good enough. So let's go with the unknown, the missing you, the incognito. Yay, you picked me.
Hold on a second.
Yeah?
Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us.
But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Vincent was the one who...
That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You are the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club.
Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yui? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives.
Excuse me?
Otherwise, it wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika.
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone.
Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
So, are you going to do the right thing, President?
Okay. I get it. Huh. It's technically most logical for Vincent to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. So I'm forced to either choose Yui or Natsuki. I rejected Monika. I rejected picked Monica. I rejected all two of them twice. I think they just don't want to be around me anymore because I rejected all three with this choice of Sayori. I rejected two of them by choosing Monica, and now I'm going to reject the rest by being forced to choose Natsuki or Yui. Okay, I am deciding on what I feel like, and I could die. Not literally, but metaphorically, die for some pancakes right now. Cupcakes, I mean. Cupcakes is what I mean. And therefore, helping Natsuki can let me nibble on some cupcakes. I should have picked this more carefully. This wording was very, very weird. Get your mind out of the gutter! Okay, but the choice is now obvious to me. Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Just a minute ago you were saying that...
It's because... never mind, okay?
Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yui? Of course. I'm used to it after all. And the reason I don't help Yui is I'm bad in creative stuff. Aww, she's used to it after all. Now she makes me feel terrible. That's good. Even though Yui's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad.
So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
I just realized something. She is the yandere in disguise, and this is how everything goes sour. You will be the hidden random yandere and kill everyone I like and love. I really try to make up stuff to see how this can go south, so nobody can say I haven't called it. No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome.
I don't think that really counts. What about you, Vincent? Me? I guess I could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Yui? Yui? Oh, she feels rejected. She's basically the one I rejected the most. Because first I rejected all of them, then I rejected the 2, and then I rejected her a 3rd time by picking Natsuki.
She is still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too.
It's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yui might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering her. Oh, then she got 4th time dejected.
That doesn't mean...
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look.
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yui's shoulders.
Yui. You really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performance. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
Yui isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. I just realized something. If we wouldn't have wrote letters to get along with everyone else, I bet Sayori would still run out of the classroom and still be sad. I found the loophole in the multiple choice non-linear storytelling because she said that we didn't get along with her too good, or not as good as with the others. I bet that could have been something like it turned out, how it could have turned out like that. I bet this is one other possibility. Wait, every one of them is the hidden yandere. Every one of them. Whatever. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yui out the door as they chat between each other.
Where are you going?
I just wanted to say, I think we should go home with her together so we know where she's living and talking with her a little bit more. And the music! I'm a little bit pressed by the first anime that wasn't mainstream I watched and thoroughly enjoyed was Toradora. And Isaka Taiga became for me one of the most lovable characters, even though she's violent, and she was my first encounter with a tsundere. So the attraction is there because the tsundere trope never dies. It never fucking dies. So yeah, whatever. I just putting that out there. And I actually wanted a decision to stay with her, but in this case, she just wants me to stay. Huh?
We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me.
Exactly. I said not to know where she lives, but...
Oh, that's true.
I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday.
Isn't that a little bit late? Shouldn't we start on Friday and Saturday? I mean, shouldn't we do this the whole weekend? Because we need a lot of cupcakes.
I'll bring all the ingredients.
Wait, you're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, just figure that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me.
Oh god, is her dad even more of a tsundere? Really? It's kinda strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second.
Wow, so not even she is violent. Her dad is even more so. I understand it. I think I would be very protective as a dad too. But still.
We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. I'm really gonna show you what I love about baking so much. So you better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind.
I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Wait, was it established if the protagonist has any parents? I mean, living at the same place. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we are outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. Kissy kissy? No, I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Are you talking about Sayori or Natsuki? I think Sayori. But still, she feels about you that way now. And you are the dense protagonist. Which you should have known at this point. And you should have developed feelings. Feelings can't come out of nowhere. The worst love is when the love is not coming back to you, even though you know it. Even though you know the other person loves you. And that's the hardest hardships of them all. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, that's a cute outfit.
Hi, Vincent.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
So, haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Wait, where are her parents? Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always been. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, I think mine looks worse. Maybe. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
It's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. Something's wrong. You can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiled, shaking her head.
It's no good, Vincent.
Huh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish.
What?
I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just wants to torture me.
What? Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
Really put me in a trap, Vincent. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Vincent? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is...
Cue in the SMS text or the phone ringing.
I've had really bad depression my whole life.
Oh. I haven't seen that coming. What? That's a different approach than I have expected the expected, and like in any visual novel when strange behavior starts, and this surprises me.
Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? It's because you can't get up, because everything feels so meaningless. That's what I do. I'm always waking up late. Because I really have a hard time getting up each morning. Because I just don't know what to do with myself every single day. And then the thing I do is just play. I play interesting games. I record, I stream to have anything fun in my life at all. Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? I mean,
This is... I don't know why I'm so happy about that. I'm not happy about that, but... This is... Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Okay, maybe it's not that severe yet, because I'm seeking friends, but it's so hard for me to get friends, because I'm just so odd. I don't feel worthless, I just feel alone. And with no meaning. Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? Okay, this is where we differ. Because I want people... It sounds very selfish, but I want people caring and putting energy into me. Because I repay them for that. If they come to me, if they want to spend time, I appreciate it so much. If they spend time with me, if they are caring, I really want to have all that. She's a little bit of the other way around. She has the other kind of depression. I mean, depression has so many facets, and this is the kind where you feel worthless and just don't want to bother anyone else with it. That's the reason why I cope with it by being a YouTuber, doing Let's Plays, sharing the thoughts I can't share with any friends of mine, because I don't have any close friends, and the friends I do have, I can spend so little time with them that it's almost impossible for me to get all those things out of me. Well, that's basically why I'm okay with having just a few of you around each time on every stream, that you found me by accident, that our community is still so small. I mean, I think I would get scared if suddenly everything bursts up to become so big that I can't keep up with everyone. But this is getting interesting right now. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. You tell me! I can't even figure out how to respond. Was it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? See? I mean, I bring it up in the streams and in the recordings I do, and I laugh it off. And I seem very cheerful in my videos and totally energetic, and look at this dude, he enjoys his time there. But when the recording's gone, if I stop the recording, if the stream is over and stuff like that, then I just cave into myself, and then I think, what now? What am I going to do now? I mean, I can't expect people to watch me all the time just to make myself feel better. But if they enjoy what they see and enjoy the conversation, that's all the better. And so far, I have very few people who think that and who do that. And that's just precious to me. I really like this. This episode has to get a really great title. I think this is one of those episodes I opened up the most as of yet. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Well, she basically said it. She didn't wanted you to waste energy on her. Time and energy. I mean, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. And that's exactly what she didn't want, because she feels worthless. She feels like she shouldn't, that nobody should waste their time and energy on them. I mean, why? I mean, we waste time by working for other people. And a lot of people doing jobs and work for 8 hours at something they don't enjoy and just do to live. And in the process, most of them get depressed because they think that is all there is. You can have so much money and you can have so much stuff, but it doesn't fulfill you. In my opinion, the only thing that truly fulfills you is to have company with people you like and feel good around. And I think I don't express that hard enough to all the people I meet. I don't express that hard enough. I really have to show people that I really like them for what I got to know of them, that they like to spend time with me, and that I enjoy spending time with them. It's really hard for me to show that to other people. There are so few people I feel very, very comfortable around with, and there are really so few of them. I mean, there are 2 girls I call my friends, and I talk with them a little bit, but I'm still shy, and I'm still not I still don't feel 100% comfortable when I'm around them. And that makes me kinda sad, because I really want to feel more comfortable around them. I really want to connect with them more, but the distance we have between us, well, the physical distance, that is, makes it really hard for me to do that and to trust in myself to be more forthcoming to it. Well, now we know the warning why you shouldn't play this game if you have a depression, huh? I really need to be more forthcoming. Maybe that's all there is to it. I have to get over the hurdle. Wait. I have to write this down right now. This is... Be more forthcoming. Show that you like them. Say that you want to know them. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. This dude is exactly how I would be. If someone would tell me that they need me, I would come to their aid. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Vincent.
Yeah, I know. She said that she feels so worthless that she doesn't want anyone to invest time and thought and energy into her. She feels so worthless that she can't appreciate the friendship she has. She appreciates the friendship, but she feels like the friendship is wasted on her because she feels like she's a worthless person. And be known, you are precious to someone, even if they don't show it. It's really hard for people to show their colors, to show their feelings toward you. Never feel like it is not worth spending time with you. This is not directed to her, this is directed to the one person who has a similar problem right now. This is the reason why I'm doing all of this. I want to find company, I want to find friends, I want to be forthcoming and open, I want to share those thoughts and to encourage them to conquer those thoughts. If you try and don't give up, if you seek out people, I mean, I only find other people every 2 months. And it's mostly okay, but I would wish for more. But it feels so hard to find the people you're on the same wavelength with, especially where I live now. Maybe I should just go out of my way and outside of this town and just change the town. Or maybe I don't even need to move town. I think the only thing you have to do is actually explore your town. Just go in somewhere. Make yourself known. Just go to things where you never went before. I mean, that's what people tell me. Go out of your comfort zone to meet new things. Of course you can get hurt. Of course you will have setbacks. But if you find this one person you can spend time with afterwards, it would be so worth the effort. This visual novel is great. Did I already mention that?
Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me.
Well, why are the words? I mean, to get along with Yui, you have to choose all those depressing and dark words. If I remember correctly, if you want to get along with Natsuki, sorry, I have to. Then you have to pick all the cute words, obviously. But I would have thought that Yui might be the one with the depression.
But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me.
Every past leads to nothing but hurt. See, I also do that a lot. When something actually bothers me, I try to laugh it off like she does. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Vincent. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments.
It's an interesting thing. She tries to make everyone around her happy, but at the same time she doesn't want to be appreciated for it? That's a weird thing. I mean, she feels worthless, nobody should spend time with her and waste energy in her, but at the same time, her main goal seems to be to bring joy and happiness to everyone. The problem with that is, if you bring joy and happiness to others, they, at some point, even the most grumpy people will start to appreciate you for it. They will start to praise you and want to be nice to you too in exchange. I mean, it's very twisted in a way.
Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Vincent.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Vincent.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Vincent,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I figure out what needs to change. I make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Vincent. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain.
Oh, Jesus.
But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does, so I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
Or would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. Counter arguments. If you are going to be selfish, then let me be selfish too. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But
it's almost time for Natsuki to meet.
It's almost time for Wait, what? But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. Don't know if that would be very good for me today. Understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard to me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. To just focus on what's ahead of me. Okay, that would have been a great opportunity for a cinematic picture. For some reason there was none, and I'm very surprised. I mean, they did so much cinematic pictures with the water bottle on her head. There were like 3, 4, 5, 4 iterations of it. And there was not a single one for that specific scene. In any case, even though, unfortunately, I think 2 hours are more than enough. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as you could. And most importantly, I hope I will see you again in the next one. Even though there was no CGI in here. Not CGI, cinematic, whatever. Stay tuned for more.